Hey foodies, welcome to Unveil the Other Side, and today let's see how to make a yummy apple jam. For this recipe, choose juicy apples, either red, yellow or green, and I'm using the ones that I have on hand at present. You'll need about 4 to 5 apples for the ratio of ingredients that I'm using. Peel off the skin after having thoroughly washed the apples. Peel off the skin of apples completely like this, and then you'll have to chop them roughly into bite-sized pieces. The smaller the pieces, it gets cooked well when you steam it with water. And here, as you can see, I'm just chopping them roughly. There's no specific way of cutting them or chopping them. And along with the apple pieces, I'm also going to be using plum, the red plum, for color of the jam. Since I like the jam to be completely of fruits, I'm using this. Some people also use beetroot juice for the color. You can do either way, and I keep the skin on, doesn't matter for the plum. And 1 cup of apple. Take a pan, and once it's warm, add in apple pieces. As you can see, they're roughly chopped. There's no specific way of chopping it or cutting it. Also add in the plum that I have kept ready, and about 75 ml of water just to cook and soften the apple. On a very low flame, cook this for about 8 to 10 minutes. After about 8 minutes, you can see that the plum has completely softened. Even the apples have turned tender. This is the right time to switch off the flame and allowing it to cool before I blend it into a paste or puree. This is now done. I've switched off the flame and I'm keeping it to be cool before I blend it. So transferring it into the blending jar after about 10 minutes. And as you can see, it's still warm. I would allow it to cool down even a bit more. Now it's completely cooled after about 20 minutes, and I'm going to blend it into a very smooth puree. You can see that the color is vibrant and red because of the plum that's been added. Also, it gives a little sour taste to the jam, which is very good. Now again, into the pan, add the puree. Don't add any water as such. Mix everything thoroughly on a very medium to low flame. And I'm adding about 4 tablespoons of sugar for this amount of puree that I have. You can adjust the sweetness. I kind of like it to be a little tart and sour rather than being very sweet, so I keep it on a low. Little salt to balance out the flavor, and some also add in a little juice of lime, which I avoid because of adding plum. And after having it cooked on low to medium for about 6 minutes, this is how the jam looks like, and the consistency is kind of thick and slow dropping. So the jam is now ready. As you can see, now it's perfectly done, and allow it to cool. It thickens up even more, and you can transfer it into an airtight container and store it in the refrigerator.